We have no upgrades coming. We are in complete control. Welcome to our home race, the British Grand Prix. Let's have a look at the weekend preview, and the weather is going to be fantastic. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to get 600 resource points at the end of it, so that's fine. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy one of these to give it a little bit more engine power, as if we needed it. So there we go, there's a reshaped combustion chamber. So when we do practice and whatnot, we'll get the stators, which will then only leave one piece of the puzzle to get for Williams. We got those two arrows coming for Germany. DRX maximum slot gap. And then the activation mechanism, okay. And what's this here? Rear wing upper flap. Fair enough. And there's the main plane. So I presume that's the front wing. And over here, what have we got over here? We got brake discs, width, front nose cone structure, and suspension geometry. That's a worthwhile bit of kit to have. 45. Yeah, it's got to be 4,800 resource points. So that's a, phew, it's a chore to get, isn't it? That needs, yeah, we're going to need a fair bit of resource points. We're going to have to really save to get some of these. Which one do you think we're going to get first? No, if I'm being honest, we're going to get to roughly the end of our redevelopment until we get these big updates. So we may as well just save the resource points after thing and get them when we need them. If we can get to around, I mean, what are they? About 1,500 each. 6 of them. If we can get to about 7,500, I would say, by Abu Dhabi, which is not beyond the realms of possibility, then we can buy them all for Abu Dhabi and have them all come in Austria, so that when we go into Austria, we are going to be seriously OP, and I mean seriously OP. It's just the way I like it. Take a look at the points, and it's a cakewalk at the minute. 205 points we have accumulated, and we have a 119 point gap to Sergio Perez in second place. Then comes Daniel Ricciardo, Lance Stroll fourth, thanks to his second in Austria. Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, Charles Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hulkenberg and Esteban Ocon are your top 10. And still Stoffel Van Dorn, he's yet to score. So we are all ready for practice. We're going to go and do that, and we shall see you on the other side of practice for qualifying.
Here we are then, waiting for the green lights to get qualifying underway for the British Grand Prix. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
Yes, hello Valtteri.
We don't think you'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too hard.
Yeah, I better not have any trouble getting to the next session because, quite frankly, we are, once again, we're OP and of the OP. It's not going to be about if we can make it, it's going to be when we make it. Because, let's be honest, when you're setting laps near enough to 25s in practice, in this thing, there's only one way that can go. Only one. So let's see what we do then. I guarantee a 25 will be done. Probably by me. As we go through the Abbey chicane, into Farm, and then Village, before we turn sharp left onto the Wellington Straight, into the DRS zone. Brendan Hartley with a 28.2. And normally you'd look at that lap and think, wow, 28.2 round Silverstone. There's a 26.9 from Ocon. And that was about as fast. Well, Stroll's just done a 26.4. That's faster than he went in practice. They found practice pace. They found quali pace. I'm not impressed. Oh, he got wide. That's fine. And we've gone wide again. I tell you what, as long as we get somewhere around Lance's time, I think we'll be alright. Because this lap was quite literally all over the place. Did say we were a couple of tenths. Wow, did we ever go wide in Vale?
You've just put in the fastest lap?
And we're only just faster than Stroll. I think the thing to take from that lap was that was literally all over the place. Stroll goes fastest with a 26.3. I think that 26.4 was good enough. Personally. We can sit there, save the tyres. Man's had to do 3 laps. Wow, there's Ocon, 25.9. Oh, now they're in the 25s. I told you we get in the 25s, just the wrong cars in the 25s. And then Lance did a 25.4. Wow. I've got to find a second's worth of pace, otherwise we're done. So, yeah. Out of that session, we lose. Who do we lose? We lose Stoffel, we lose Roman, Kevin, Brendan and Ericsson. Seems like a bit of normality has returned to the back of the grid. Right then. Let's go to Q2. Right then, Q2. I think the first thing we've got to do is we've got to pick the pace up. So we'll go on the softs, definitely. We've got 2 sets, we might as well use them. So if Lance did a 25.4, that's telling me there's a 24 in this circuit. As we run a little wide, get back on this track, you. This first DRS zone's a bit pointless. As we go flat through the Abbey. And a little wide in Farm, into the Village loop. Sharp left onto the Wellington Straight. On the way down to Luffield. 26.9 first sector, it's not too bad. Into the Priory. Now through Woodcote and then onto Cops Corner. Esteban with a 27.2. Not quite flat through Cops Corner, but a lot better than we took it in practice, that's for sure. Sorry, in Q1 I should say. Into Chapel, there we go, right, go. We are a full second up on Carlos Sainz. So there's a full second to make up. And now into Vale. through Vale, out the last corner. Where do we qualify? 25.8.
That's the fast.
I think that's a good time to put up and say thank you. Although you watch Lance now. Here comes Lance. There goes Lance. Esteban with a 25.5. And then Lance did a... No, Vettel did a 25.7. Where's Vettel's pace come from? He's been nowhere all weekend. We're not having that. Right, so out. Nico Hulkenberg, Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Carlos Sainz and Pierre Gasly. Wow, the Mercedes are back. Is that an omen? The OP Mercedes might be back. Right then, on to Q3 then. Q3, and we've got 2 sets to use if we need to use them. So let's use 1 set right now. Lance through the 25.4 tells me that I've got to put an absolute magic lap together. So let's put the magic together then. The RS didn't want to open then. Come on then. Flat. Through Abbey, through Farm, through Village. Now hit the King left onto the Wellington straight. A little wide. But no harm, no foul. 26.7. As Lance does a 26.2. That's a good opening gambit for Lance Stroll at 26.2. Practically flat through Cox corner. Now into Maggots and Beckett and Chapel and Vale. Can't wait to slide away from me. We're a full second ahead of Lance. We're going to be in the 25.2 here. It's going to be a 25.2 or a 25.3. Just a little lift through Vale into the last corner. Go! 25.1!
Fantastic.
25.1! And that lap felt flawless. Oh, yes, 25.1.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:25.1.
And we even out-OP'd the OP Sergio Perez, who tried to OP the circuit in the last sector. You got to wake up a lot earlier and smell the coffee a lot more to beat me there, Sergio. We're going to be pole position for our home race.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a
If that
look
make
at
that
your
a
top
Williams
3.
front row for our home race.
Stroll and Sebastian Vettel. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
Make that a goddamn front row. And out of nowhere, Sebastian Vettel is roaming. Which doesn't sound too promising, does it? But that'll be for the race. We've got this race all locked up and all frozen. So we'll head back to the shop. Hopefully Claire doesn't want a word on the way. And if not, we shall see you for the race. Yeah, she didn't want a word after the thingy, did she? We beat both of them again. Shouldn't get too much here. .242, which will become 2:842 after we get the objective.
Well done. Very solid result. You're looking good for the race.
Yeah, 8:42 plus whatever. We won't have enough to get, you know, the big upgrade there. But I think what we're going to do now is we are just going to save the money as best we can. And if we can pick off the upgrades as we go along, fantastic. If we can't, then no problem. We'll just wait and see what we get at the end of the season. But one thing I will do, I will be definitely invested in this chassis, because if we can get the chassis sorted, that would help out a ton, because Aston Martin and Force India and Renault are coming. Where are the Mercedes compared to it? Are they still down there? That's interesting. So then, it's race time. Let's see if we can make it 4 wins in a row, or are we going to be robbed of our home Grand Prix by somebody else? Let's do this.
We're right back where it all began. The very first World Championship Grand Prix was held here at Silverstone in 1950, with Giuseppe Farina taking the top step of an all-Alfa Romeo podium. He earned 9 championship points that day on his way to the inaugural title. His winning total at the season's end, just 30 points. My, how times have changed. So let's see who can reach the top step of the modern podium today. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and Copse flat out. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to ask you about Pierre Gasly. Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Poole lines up on pole position, with Lance Stroll alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Perez, Esteban Ocon and Raikkonen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso and Ericsson, Hartley, Magnussen, Romain Grosjean and Stoffel van Dorn. Sainz, they've taken a grid penalty and Pierre Gasly rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
With your podium last race, the team were hoping for more of the same, but with yesterday's qualifying performance, it could be tough. Good luck.
How can it be tough? We got pole. Are you an idiot, Jeff? I think Jeff's an idiot today. Dear me. Right. So, 4-lap stint on the softs, followed by a 9-lap stint on the mediums. Hopefully, I mean, we can just have a look. Oh, it's half a second faster if we do it like that. Wow, it gets even faster if we take it longer. Wow, look at that. That's nearly a full second faster. We'll think about that. Right then, our home race. Let's do this. Let's do this, my home race. Lights out, away we go. Stroll's going to get the better start. In fact, Stroll's going to go just cruise like fastest. Bye-bye. Oh, we're going to... Oh, excuse you, Sebastian. How dare you? They're going to warn me for a collision with Sebastian. Lance Stroll leads this race. Big time Hollywood Lance Stroll. I suppose it's only fair. I beat him at his race. He's now going to beat me at mine, isn't he? Yeah, of course, that's how it's going to work, isn't it? We've got Sebastian Vettel all over our case as...
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
As we go through cops. Well, look at this. We're right up to the back of Lance. We're right up to the back. We may try a move into Stowe, but I don't think we're gonna. We're gonna hold our station here. Crowd are stunned. Big time Hollywood Lance Stroll leads from myself, Vettel in second.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Right to the back of Lance. Well, again right to the back of Lance. We got Vettel in close proximity. It seems like we've got a little breakaway going here, as we run wide in Priory. That's fine. Vettel's close.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Switch to overtake and have a go.
Switch to overtake and have a go. Well, here comes Vettel. Vettel was thinking of an overtaking. That would have been a nuts move if he'd tried that into Cots. Give me a track limits warning. I think that's a bit harsh, to be fair. We set the fast. Well, I think we're all setting fastest sectors, but it's going to be who comes out on top with the fastest of the fastest sector as we go into Stowe. Now down to the Vale chicane. We're right on the back of Lance Stroll. He sets the fastest lap. I set the fastest lap. Hulkenberg sets the fastest lap. We're definitely a second behind Lance. Let's see what happens going into Priory. We're going to have the DRS. Are we going to get there? I don't think we are.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
He wants to go new strategy. What's he thinking? He wants to come in a lap early. Oh, I tell you what, Jeff. I tell you what. Go
Got
on,
that confirmed?
He can see I'm faster than Stroll. He can see we're faster than Lance. Let's see if we can... We're going to have DRS down the hanger straight now.
Box, box, box.
Box, box, he wants the box. Here we go. Big time move on Lance. Wheel to wheel. Oh, Lance!
Okay, clear.
And we got slowed down as well. What was Lance doing? Lance Stroll took a leave of his senses. He's down in 14th. What an idiot.
Go now.
If I lose this race, I'm going to have a word with Stroll after it because me and him are going to fall out.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
This better work, Jeff, because if this don't work, I'm going to nonce you.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
We're fine, Jeff. Shut up. It seems to be Lance goes for the big Hollywood move, but, or the Hollywood blocks, he comes out second best. Why are we down 4-6? Have we not got our setup on? Oh well. See if we can make some positions up. We're running pile driver laps.
Gap to teammate ahead is 20.7 seconds.
So that tells me he's basically done fucked up. Lance Stroll screwed me at my home race. What an idiot. What a try-hard. We're definitely catching Pierre Gasly. It's going to be all about if we can, well, I'll tell you what, if we get out around about Pierre Gasly, that'll help us. But we have got to absolutely pile drive this circuit into submission. Teammate in the pit.
The gap to the car ahead is 16.3 seconds.
I hope Lance comes out around us and then I'm going to have him. So there's a whole gaggle in the pits. If we're going to win this race, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. There's a huge gaggle. We set the fastest lap. Where are we going to come out after this lot? We're going to come out ahead of Vettel in 10th place. So that's a good lap. That's a good chunk of time we made up there. So I believe it's Raikkonen leading this race now as we set another fastest sector. Where's all this been? This has been absolutely nowhere. Practically flat through cops. There we go, come on. We're extending the gap on Vettel. Fastest middle sector now. That means we should easily pile drive another fast one in here. Or about 27.5, something like that. We might even take the lead of the race.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
I think we'll take the lead of the race now. Everyone's in. Will we beat the pink car? That pink car is Esteban Ocon, and we have retaken the lead of this race. But Ocon's taken second. Wow, Ocon with the big time overcut, sorry. I'll tell you what, you guys have fun back there. I'm off to win my my home race.
Full course caution. The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive delta.
Out. What a dickhead. That's all right. We'll save some fuel.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Car behind's on the medium. So Ocon on the medium, Vettel on the medium. There's so many mediums here that we're about to call Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's actually the wrong person, isn't it? Safety car's waiting for us on the Wellington Straight. Yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt was the Ghost Whisperer, wasn't she? Who's medium?
We're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car.
Follow the safety car. Follow the safety car. So this is going to be, what, the third race in a row? France, Austria and Britain that the safety cars come out. Don't I get some sort of medal for that? Yeah, help me save all the fuel I can. I want to know about my teammate.
Say that again. We're having trouble receiving.
Alright then. We believe you. Whoa, power slide for the safety car. But Maylander is showing off some skills with the safety car.
Gap to teammate behind is 4.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The time last lap was a 1 minute 41.5.
So I reckon we'll get start lap 9 and lap 10 we're off and underway again. So yeah, safety car should be in this lap. It's a good job we didn't go for that lap 7 strategy now. Come on, Bert. Safety car's going too slow, man.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I'm glad we have 5 laps of fuel remaining. I believe we, Right. I reckon when we get out of chapel, or church, whatever it's called, it's in that Maggots Beckett's section. I believe we're going to get the go sign. But Maylander with the skills. They won't think Bert was a rally driver.
Okay, the safety car is coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car is in the pit lane.
Respect the delta. Safety car is in. We got a big power slide on. And we're off and underway again.
Green flag. We're leading our teammate by 4.9 seconds.
Ocon went for the big Hollywood move. What the hell happened there? Ocon tried the Hollywood move again. I think we've got to pump some heat back into these tyres because we're sliding about all over the place. I think Ocon actually caught me napping there instead of me catching them napping. That power slide out the last corner didn't help matters. He wants to have another go, does Esteban Ocon. And he can sit his ass back there. And nigh on there, Esteban, you can suck on that. We're off to win this race. See you later. Ooh, the sun's coming
There's
out.
4 laps of fuel remaining.
Vettel's just taken Ocon. So it's Sebastian Vettel now, the threat. Well, I say threat, he's not really much of a threat, is he? As we go nearly 3/10 faster in the first sector. I think that cooldown helped us out a lot there. Cooldown helps out massively as we go through Cops Corner. Now into Mackett's and Beckett's. We're a bit wide, never mind. No harm, no foul. Ah, there was a foul. We lost 4/10.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Is it not already enabled? You gotta keep me up on these things, Jeff. As Ocon takes Vettel. So looks like that's gonna be a battle. So we'll leave them to it. We'll be seeing you. But certainly after Lance did his crime, he deserves to pay, and I think he has, and the crowd will show Lance Stroll the proper respect he deserves for trying to put me out of the race. In English, you done fucked up, Lance. You done fucked up. Full 10 faster. I hope we can, because we did have solid medium pace in practice. We also had solid pace on the hard tyre as well. We actually set our fastest P1 sector on the hard tyre. I think Jeff wanted to talk then, and I put him down. There we go, fastest lap on the mediums. I swear, man, when they bring in next year's tyres, what they got to do is they got to just say, right, we know for a fact they're bringing softs, mediums and hards. But don't tell anyone how long the tyres are going to last. Just have them go out there and find out for themselves. Because honestly, Pirelli, they're making these tyres too hard. It's turning it into a one-stop race at some races. And it needs to be better. See if we get anything off that.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
We're 3/10 faster. What are we on? Oh, we're on lap 13. I didn't even know we were on the final lap. Jeff, why didn't you tell us we're on the final lap? The crowd are on their feet. We've come out of Vale to the flag. We're going to win our home Grand Prix, 2nd in a row.
Fantastic drive, just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
2nd in a row. Woohoo!
It's a well-deserved victory for Williams then after that breathtaking Grand Prix. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs. And that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and to stay out of trouble.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
Lance could have been up here with me if he hadn't been a try-hard and tried to put me out the race. Thank you. Champagne!
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Poole increases their championship lead. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to go for Marcus Ericsson. He's clearly got a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, and he's matured a lot over the past few seasons, which served him well today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Williams move further ahead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see where Lance finished. He finished 18th. Got a 5-second penalty. What did he get the 5-second penalty for? Come on, Mr. Race Director. What did he get the 5-second penalty for? Lance Stroll. Severe collision with Hartley. Stop and go. Good. He deserved that. He got nothing though for... I got warned for the collision with Stroll. I think you need to have a word with yourself, Mr. Race Director. Vettel got warned for hitting me. I got warned for hitting Vettel. That's fair enough. We both took a warning there. So we've got Ocon second, Vettel third, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Hulkenberg, Raikkonen and Ericsson with a good finish. And then Ricciardo brings home a 10th. Right then. I think it's time to head to see Claire.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went?
Yeah, it went alright.
You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable
I wouldn't
win?
say it was as comfortable as it could have been, but...
You must be happy with the result today.
well, I'm happy. Strategy, the car, and my driving.
You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you?
Unless there's a movable object. No.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
Yeah, I was an idiot magnet today. My Ferrari rep goes down.
Great. Well, that's everything.
And he's right there as well. He could have knocked me out as I went past. Good, good. Should get that at Hungary. So we get 990. Oh, just shy, just shy.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. We've
Oh, for
received
goodness sake, it's the
invitations to new
same
historic
bloody...
events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
Yeah.
You hit your last team goal. Well done. That should get the team a nice boost to their development.
Our value goes
won't
up, but it
hurt when it
doesn't seem
comes
to
to your
go
next
up any
contract.
higher for some reason. And I don't know why. You got to help me out there. There's another victory. It's just getting nice and easy with this Williams, isn't it? Can we buy anything? I don't think we can. No, we can't. Oh well then. We're off. We're gonna go to do something, and then we're off to have a word with Lance because we want to know what the hell he was playing at. Big time Hollywood Lance Stroll. Screwed up again. What's the championship like? I forgot to look at the championship. Supposed to. Wow. So now what? 132 points over Perez. We got double what Force India got. I think we got the constructors and the drivers locked up. It's just a case of when am I going to win it? Hopefully it'll be quickly. As long as we keep beating Perez. I mean, I think the earliest, if we look to win it around about Singapore, and then after that we can have a mess around. Not. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that race. It was certainly entertaining from my point of view. And we'll see you for the next race when we go from our home race to our engine supplier's home race, the German Grand Prix.